once the food finished and the table was cleaned, the plates were taken, they didn't really come and check on me anymore for a good 30 minutes. دوباره همدیگر میبینیم and good to see everyone again. Today I am in Dubai, the JLT area, Jumeirah Lakes Towers. It's opposite the marina, the Dubai Marina. And the reason I'm here today is because I had dinner at Sofreh, a restaurant called Sofreh, Iranian restaurant. It's got a lot of reviews on Google, 200 plus, and actually it's been recommended a few times by some Iranians who've lived here. So I had it earlier, 10 minutes ago, and I'm going to tell you how it went. So I've been in this particular area before in JLT when I went to the Farsi restaurant. This is right opposite the marina. Very popular, very busy, very sort of key part of Dubai actually, where a lot of people really go to play, a lot of tourists go to sort of enjoy their time. On this side of the marina, the JLT, it's much more quiet, as you can see. It's much more residential. Many people live here. Also, a lot of people work in these offices as well. So that side is more for play, this side is more for work and for living. It's not too far away, but it's not in the, it's not in the actual marina, it's on the other side. And for the reasons that I gave in the Farsi video, I'm going to give again here as well. It's probably going to be half a star. Once you get out of the station from Sofreh Realty is the name of the station that you need to get off of. It's a sort of good 10-15 minute walk to Sofreh, heading west. So, but it's a very nice area to walk. It's not, I didn't complain about it, I'm not complaining about it, but it is not right by the station either. So I'm going to go with half a star. I think that's fair for the location. So for the service of this restaurant, I think on the whole very, very positive. When I arrived at the restaurant, the ladies, the waiters immediately saw to me. They asked me if I wanted to sit inside or outside, and they were very, very smiling. They were very, very happy. They just seemed like they really enjoyed working in this place. And they're very, they had a uniform on, they're very professional as well. They turned on the aircon for me when I decided to sit outside. They went out of their way to turn it on to keep me cool. And then throughout the rest of the sort of meal, they kept coming and checking in on me. How am I doing? Is everything okay? Is the food okay? They refilled the bread when the bread finished. That's the first time I've had that in restaurants here. Another thing about the service, the actual food itself, really beautifully presented. They've obviously taken a lot of care and thoughts into the aesthetics. Everything was sort of perfect for pictures and Instagram. I think they really kept that in mind with the presentation. Beautiful! Inside the restaurant itself, you do decide to sit inside. It's beautiful. Outside the restaurant, if you have this view of from the balcony. Wow! With the lake. It's really, really nice. Some negative things, once the food finished and the table was cleaned, the plates were taken, they didn't really come and check on me anymore for a good 30 minutes. I sort of sat there on the balcony by myself. The table wasn't clean for the rest of the time I was there. And then I had to actually go inside to pay for the food. They didn't come to see me. So these were things that I think they can improve on, particularly sort of at the end. But once I went inside to pay, again, really, really nice. They asked me where am I from. They seemed to know it was my first time. They said it's your first time here, right? And they sort of guessed I was Iranian. There was no Iranian actually in this restaurant. They were all sort of, I think, Filipino ladies. But they were really, really nice and they really went out of their way. So if I was to rank it, if I was to say out of 10, I'd probably sort of say 8 out of 10. That's how good the service was and all the sort of the effort they put in. There was sort of a little bit at the end that they can improve on, but I'm gonna be generous and give it a full star. I think the service was very, very well done. Let's talk about the price. The Koobideh here is about 60 dirham, which converts to about 12-13 pounds. That's average price here. It's average price in London. it is what it is. It's 60 dirham. There's not really much to say. I think anything for me below 11-10 pounds is 4-star. It's a good price. It's very, very good value. Anything sort of above 10 pounds, below 20 pounds is, you know, below 100 dirham. Average, half a star, and anything above 100 dirham, 20 pounds. I think, unless it's a buffet, I think it's getting quite expensive. I added a few other things as well. I had the Olivier, which is about 6 pounds. So my bill actually came up to about 20 pounds, or 100 dirham at the time. So half a star for the price. For the quantity, I think this was quite average. The plate was big, the rice was a lot. The Koobideh itself was also decent length, but it was actually quite thin. The bread, there was only sort of two pieces of bread, although they do refill if you ask for that. And then the mint and the cheese was also, it was all quite average. You know, I actually finished the meal. I finished everything full, but it wasn't like, you know, there wasn't still some left on the plate that I couldn't finish. So
I mean, it's all right.
If you want to know what is good quantity, go to the Cheesecake Factory. There you'll sort of see what you know, what a 4-star quantity is. These guys did just enough to get you full and make you happy, but yeah, it wasn't like over the top, which I think is what a 4-star of quantity is. You know, almost like a buffet. You know, unlimited, sort of all you can eat. Even the dough, you know, the bottle of the dough was sort of half size, not full size. So I'm gonna go with half a star for the quantity. This one is pretty good. The bread, freshly baked. You can taste, you know, how fresh it is. The rice was just made as well recently, and then was very soft and narm and fluffy and very nice. Berenjesh kheli khoshmaze بود with the saffron and the sort of the other things as well. The tomato was done really well, grilled well. It doesn't just collapse like a sponge like a lot of other tomatoes. The chili pepper was spicy. So that was all good. The Koobideh was okay. It wasn't too oily. It had been just barbecued or grilled, but it wasn't very oily and just lacking in terms of that extra flavor, that taste. It wasn't bland, I have to say. It wasn't bland, but just didn't have that extra sort of flavor that makes it a great Koobideh rather than a good Koobideh.
I mean, it's all right.
So would I come back here again? Yes. I would come back here again if I'm in the area. I would actually go out of my way to come here as well with some friends in the future, just because of the service and the whole area. But would I come back specifically for the food? Maybe not for the Koobideh, but everything else was actually pretty good. So with that said, I think it's probably going to be half a star for the quality. So in summary, for Sofreh in the JLT in Dubai Marina in the United Arab Emirates. That's my opinion, and many people have recommended this place locally, and I can see why, particularly sort of for the service and the whole sort of area and experience. So that's what I think. If you've got a different opinion, if you've had a different experience, please share, please comment, so the community can sort of benefit. And I hope the owner of this restaurant, who I'm sure is Iranian, can take these points and you know, and improve on the restaurant for everyone. So, but I think they're on a really good they're in a good place, and I think hopefully they're going to be going places in Dubai. So thank you so much for joining. خیلی ممنون. خیلی خوشحال شدم دیدمتون. دوباره هم دیگه رو زودی می‌بینیم برای رستوران دیگه، یا تو دبی بشه یا یه جای دیگه تو دنیا باشه. I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.